There we go. It is working. It is recording. Um, I've been awake for approximately 15 minutes. Was woken by the doorbell. Other side. New Airsoft operator box. Now, I'm a little bit sleepy, rather tired, very achy, as today is the 19th, I think. Is it the 19th today? 20th today. And I've just got back from the uh, the Warzone Camelot weekender. And it was a good weekend. Very tired. It was a good weekend, and I'm my look at all of my unpacked shit. It's there. It's that's you can't see it past the mic. I don't know why I tried to tip that one. Whatever. I've got a burger and a backpack that need to be unbackpacked. But let's see what's in this box. But yes, that's why my voice is like this. That's why I'm dead. But yeah, we got the box. Let's see what's in it. Well. Let's see if my limited brain power will be able to recognize things that aren't obvious. Now there was yeah, so there's been some tweaks and changes that come with the BBs. I misspoke previously in the last one about it going to Vorsk across the board. It is not. That was a temporary thing. Vorsk are still going to be the ones for tracers and the heavyweights, or at least for the foreseeable. We're moving from Valkyrie to BLS, if memory serves. But these one may still have Vorsk in them at the moment, but it's just like a bit of a transition period where things have been moving around. But we'll find out when I open this. This is my patch club. That's got a baggie of BBs in there. It means I need to start keeping bottles again. I recently, I did some decanting of various small bottles into big bottles and bags into bottles and stuff when I was prepping for this Airsoft weekender, because I had a couple of days off before and I got a couple of days off after to recover. But yeah, I was doing that. I realized that I had so much mess in my Airsoft cupboard or hobby cupboard because we've got Airsoft board games, all kinds of stuff in there. But yeah, I was doing the rejiggering of that and realized that I am such a messy person. Even when I'm being tidy, I'm messy. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. That looks like BLS. Yeah, BLS 3.2s. 1 kilo bag. Yeah. Recycle BB will damage your airsoft. Please read your airsoft gun safety manual before use. In Taiwan, as a large amount of good airsoft stuff is. Yeah, BLS. These are 3.2s, so it should be all the regular sizes. So 2s, 2.5s, 2.8s, 3.2s for your meat and potatoes range of BBs. But yeah, so on for BLS. And a baggie is a little bit easier to carry, I find, because you don't need to have it squeezed into a specific size space. So yeah, I may actually just leave them in baggies for now. What we got stickers and patches. We like stickers and patches. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, Ninja Turtles, Hero Turtles, Ninja Turtles, Hero Turtles. Depending on when you grew up. Oh no, my sticker is bent. That's fine. What we got here? We got Donatello with a long gun. Mikey with the support weapon, and Raph getting up close and personal with a pair of SMGs. I'm hoping that means that Leo's in the box. as the extra one for it. But I'm actually going to put these in front of the camera there to see them a little bit better. Maybe not going to work. No, it's not going to work. I got to go up top, haven't I? So please ignore the fact that my ones are a little bit bent. I felt myself do that when I was reaching in for the back. So that's on me. But yeah. But we do also get them in their wonderful, glorious patch form as well. So yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. And see, the really nice thing about something like these sorts of characters is that they have got a very distinctive color palette on them. Anyway, so when you're doing things like patches, so anyone who's ever wanted to order up any custom patches, which AOB can do, by the way, anytime you want to do anything with custom patches, you need to make sure that whatever image design you've got, you have to have that sort of like vectored and divided into specific chunks, essentially, because these sorts of style of PVC patches, you can very, very rarely with them, and even then doesn't look good, have it so that you get like a dual color in a given segment. So I'll open up the Donatello because the colors are more distinct on that one. And for some people, this is teaching you grammar out, okay, because you're going to know this anyway. But if you see in there, you'll see that basically where all the very dark black lines are, those basically they are the borders between different areas. So it's not a case of like, it's not like a black line of PVC that's there, of rubber that's there. That is a gap. And basically the black you're seeing there is then the shadow and coming back from the black backer. But yeah, so with them, you can't really do multicolor segments and chunks. So when you have an icon, a logo, an image like Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Hero Turtle, depending on when you grew up, having such a distinctive color palette like that, where there is very clear breaks between one like section to the next, it's a very, very handy thing for having a patch come out that's actually going to look really, really good as well. So if ever you are considering having a patch made, something to bear in mind. So yeah, if you do want to go through having a rubber patch, PVC patch like that, then make sure that the design is something that is actually going to lend itself to that medium. You've got a bit more flexibility with colors and such when it comes to having the fabric embroidered patches, because of the nature of that medium. It's a little bit different, and you can do some more stuff with it, particularly for metallic looks, because of how the thread works. Now you can actually get a bit of shine to it too. So yeah, it's very, very important to decide what you want from your patch, how you want the patch to look before you start going through the process of having it designed. And there's different ways you can do stuff. I mean, there's also laser cutting for patches, which is its own entirely different thing, its own set of rules for how the design is going to work. But that one, laser cutting in particular, the simpler the design, the better. They really pop with a very, very simple design. But PVC patches, they look fantastic, and the reason they look fantastic is they're designed to look fantastic. So just something to bear in mind if ever you are considering having your own patches made, which I have done. So that's how I know. I'm familiar with the process. Sorry, brief little aside there. Like I said, I'm not fully awake yet. But yeah, important stuff to know. You can go on the bed for the minute because it'll be put up on the wall when I'm done here. There's a hat. We like hats. That's the Navy SEAL logo, isn't it? One of various Navy SEAL logos. I feel I've got some on the wall. Yeah, I think that's Navy SEALs. I don't know. There's too many different assorted armed forces in America to work out which one's which these days. They've got everyone has got their own special force, depending on, I don't know what your GPA is. Let's see what else we've got in here. So we've still got the Vorsk heavyweight BBs. I was not running any of these over the weekend, the Camelot weekend in the end, because I didn't take any either of my revolvers with me. My revolvers really love a 3.6. But yeah, no, they didn't want to. They didn't want it. I didn't want to take them. I was considering putting these through my SIG because I've got an M17, one of the P320, whatever the official name for it is. But I was considering using it with them, but also at the same time, I've been having some issues with that running and feeding right. So I need to really give that some love and attention before I go playing around with it too much in terms of changing the weights I send through it. But yeah, that is what it is. We've got hang on. Memory serves. I can't think. Is this for? I feel like that's. I feel like that's for an AK. Um, so it's sort of like a loop for the stock. So like it goes around the throat of the stock, where it meets up to the receiver, and yeah, it gives you a way to attach it to your gears. Fairly sure that's for the AK. I might be wrong. To be honest, a lot of the time with these, because the level of adjustability they've got, you can kind of tweak it to work with a lot of different stocks. So a lot of the time, even when it says it is for blank, little bit of jiggery pokery, you can make it work for a lot of things. There's very few things, particularly when it comes to airsoft. Real steel maybe makes a bit more of a difference, but I don't have much frame of reference there. Um, Aside from bits of research that I've done here and there. But when it comes to airsoft, a lot of the time, things that are an accessory like this that are unique or proprietary in that regard aren't actually. It's only when you start looking at internals that proprietary really matters. And to be honest, if you're proficient with a Dremel, even that doesn't count sometimes. You just get in there and do it, make it work, make it behave. I've got a nice little pouch here. I want to get you open so I can see. Let me in. If there's anything specific on the inside of the pouch, because sometimes they have that lets you know. Nah, that's just a. Oh, that's sort of like a neoprene sort of internal. So does that mean that's a waterproof one or water resistant one? I feel like what that may be best used for a lot of people because of the neoprene inside in there is something to protect your iPro when you just want to have it on your rig. I think that's going to be what a lot of people would end up using something like that for. But it doesn't actually have any label, so I don't know the specifics of that if it is designed with something particular in mind. Obviously, being neoprene, that's then going to give it the a certain element of water resistance as well. Um, so yeah, maybe that's for storing a drink in. Like literally, just pour it in. Probably not. Oh God, I need a coffee. Why did I decide to do this video before I'd had coffee? We have a sling of some manner and description. Oh, I can see a big hook on that. Come here, you bastard. It looks like is it a sling or is that might be a sling. Yes, it's one of those sort of like the sort of like the quickie release sort of slings. So the one where like you retention. That's the word, and that's a really solid retention on that actually. So bastard. So that is a really big brick of retention medium there. That's a nice wide one for that. But yeah, if you'd have that would go around you, and then that connects to your rifle, so you can keep it in, or you can then just you just tug on it to pull it out so you can shoot more capably. And yeah, and you bring it back again. Actually gives you something decent to hang on to there as well. The nice thing about that is that's got a sort of like a retention part on the end there as well. So if you've got like two different points you leave it at, then that makes life a bit easier too. But that I've got one similar to this on my CQBR, and I was considering getting another one. I have got two, but one of the ones that I've got, sometimes it just doesn't sit right. Something about it, it just doesn't stay right. It's like a little bit slippy. I think it's because of where one of the what's called one of the connection points, one of the rings it goes through, that loops onto itself. That ring is it's on there's a bit of an angle in it, so it's not so much just like a ring as it is like one of those sort of like semi-triangular type rings, like a triangle with rounded corners. And I think the fact that it's that gives it something not quite grippy enough, which causes it to then come loose from itself, which then causes it to fail, which is bad. So having another one is kind of useful because I've been wanting to get another one to replace the one that wasn't behaving properly. But I got another one that I'm using. The first one that I'm using on my CQBR, absolutely fantastic, love it. The CQBR, by the way, over the course of the Camelot Weekender, fantastic performance, brilliant. My SRS is the first time I've been using it out at proper ranges since I installed the fast hop, and I need to do some tweaking. I need to do some tweaking for it. I need to get a different hop rubber and nub. I need to do some maths and work out exactly what I'm going to be doing for that. Good, fits my head. Yeah, so that's what we've got for the I believe this is and we're in March now. I don't think this is the March. I think this is the February box. I need to double check. Might be February, might be March. The description will be right. The video title will be correct. But yeah, whichever one. Oh, and of course the biltong beef biltong. So you have the option of a snack beverage, so like a either Blitz Brew Tactical Tea, Caffeinated Violence Coffee Grounds, or Smooth Operator Hot Chocolate. Or you've got the option for beef biltong, which is my preference, obviously. Yeah, it's all brilliant stuff. They're done by either retired or current service people. So you've got that little feel good factor when you do the airsoft operator box, that you are helping to give to people who are important and attached to to the military and to airsoft. Yeah, it's all one big happy family. And now I'm going to go get myself a cup of tea or coffee, possibly both. Cup of coffee to wake me up, cup of tea so I have a warm hug on my insides. Probably going to eat my beef biltong because breakfast of champions? Question mark. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, whenever, wherever that may be. Be good to yourselves. I won't be doing any airsofting in April. Won't be airsofting in April because I'm going to be in Wales with my partner. But I know some of these Zero Tactics guys are going to be doing some stuff in April, middle of April. Believe that the plan is to go to the jail. We might be hitting LAC the farm at the very end of April. A few of us, anyway. So yeah, there's some stuff going on for it. Honestly, there is now a growing group of people that I go airsofting with on a regular basis. Zero Tactics. If you have a look for them on Instagram, then yeah, you can keep in touch with us that way as well. Brilliant group of guys, and it's just all done for a laugh. So it is exactly what airsoft is meant to be. It's that social fun element, getting together with like-minded people, having a laugh, just relaxing, shooting each other with little plastic pellets, and then just having a good time. Just having fun, de-stressing, and enjoying yourselves. But yes, do that. De-stress, enjoy yourselves, be good to each other, and I will see you all in a field at some point, somewhere, and we can sling little bits of plastic at each other until the ref calls index. Ready, I guess. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.